Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today we're going to change the brakes on this 2012 Toyota Camry. As you can see, they have a little bit of brake dust going on, but the back are squeaking, and we're going to take off those wheels and see what's going on. So what we're actually going to be using is a 3/8 ratchet, a screwdriver. We need to pry on something, a 14mm wrench, a long and short 14mm socket in case we need it. There's no space. A caliper spreader, or I have this one, actually works a little bit better, but if you can't get that one, this one works really good, or a C-clamp, and some brake parts cleaner and some anti-seize. So we're gonna start off by taking off the wheel. Set your nuts to the side. Also, make sure you have jack stands to hold it up the car. I like to leave the jack underneath for extra support. Okay, so we're gonna start off by taking off the caliper bolts. There's one right here and one over here. Before you take the other one completely off, make sure you loosen the other one, so when you loosen this one, the caliper doesn't just pop off. Put your bolts to the side, pull it off slowly, and we're gonna put the caliper to the side where it doesn't hang, because the line can mess up. Well, you can start off by pulling off the old pads. As you can see, these are the old ones and these are the new ones. You see they're really short on life, and you can tell they're all crystallized as well. You can't really get them off. Use a screwdriver to pry them off slowly. Don't mess anything up. And we're actually going to change the new hardware as well with new one to make the brakes work more efficient. Okay, so here we have the new hardware. Sometimes they come preset to one side, so you gotta look at the old one. See, this one just popped right back in, and there you go. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna put on your new brake pads. What I like to do is add a little bit of anti-seize to the ends so that they brake better and they slide correctly when you put them on. Here we're gonna add the one in the back. Perfect. I actually recommend greasing these pins right here. You can actually pull them off, and as you can see, they used to have some kind of grease. So what you can do, I use anti-seize. It works good for me. You can just apply some and then put it back in there, and it should help a lot. Okay, so to press with the brake caliper right here, I like to put an old brake pad, the older one, and then you put this in right here, and you start turning. you're gonna start to see the caliper piston move back all the way. So what we're gonna do is clean a little bit of this dirt and ground this right here, so it doesn't contaminate the brake. And brake rotor as well a little bit. So now we're gonna put the caliper back on. Just slide it on. Make sure these pins are in right here. And you're gonna put your 2 bolts back on. Some are easier, some are a little bit harder to put on. So now what you do is you tighten, hand tight as hard as you can go. Just make sure they're really snug. And spray a little bit more. And you should be good to go. Now to the other side. Okay. So actually now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the wheel back on. And we're gonna torque the bolts to spec. Okay, so now the wheel's back on and we're gonna move to the other side. And the process is gonna be the same on this side.